What if you could upload 50 pages of research documents and instantly get a podcast-style conversation explaining everything? That is exactly what Google Notebook LM does. And it just got a massive upgrade in 2026. In this video, I am going to give you a complete review of Notebook LM, including its audio overviews, video overviews, deep research mode, and every feature that matters. By the end, you will know exactly whether this tool is worth your time or not. Let me break it down for you step by step. Notebook LL is Google's AI-powered research and note-taking tool. The concept is simple but powerful. You create a notebook. Add your sources like PDFs, websites, Google Docs, YouTube videos, audio files, images, or even plain text, and then ask questions or generate outputs that are grounded in those specific sources. This is what makes Notebook LM different from ChatGPT or Claude. It does not answer from the open web. It answers from the material you give it, with citations that point back to your original sources. Google calls this source grounding, and it is the core idea behind the entire tool. If you are a student, researcher, writer, analyst, or content creator who works with documents, Notebook LM is designed specifically for you. The first major feature is source-grounded chat. This is where Notebook LM shines compared to regular AI chatbots. When you ask a question, Notebook LM searches through your uploaded sources and provides answers with specific citations pointing to where the information came from. You can ask it to compare documents, pull out themes, generate study questions, locate supporting evidence, or summarize a long report. Every answer is tied to your source material, not to some generic knowledge base. This means you get accurate, relevant responses that you can actually verify by checking the citations. For anyone doing research or studying complex documents, this feature alone makes Notebook LM worth trying. It turns hours of reading into minutes of targeted querying. Now, here is the feature that made a Notebook LM famous. Audio overviews. Turn your source material into an AI-hosted podcast style discussion. 2. AI hosts analyze your documents and create a deep dive conversation that summarizes key topics, debates different viewpoints, and explains complex ideas in a conversational format. You can listen while continuing to work inside the notebook, which makes it perfect for multitasking. In 2026, Google added 3 new audio overview formats: brief for quick summaries, critique for analytical reviews, and debate for opposing viewpoints. There is also an interactive mode where you can jump in and ask the AI hosts questions during the discussion. This feature is available in English for new audio overviews, and it completely changes how you consume research material. Google recently introduced video overviews as a visual alternative to audio overviews. These are narrated slides that help explain complex material using visuals, quotes, numbers, and ideas pulled directly from your sources. Think of them as a presentation generated by AI from your documents. What makes this impressive is that Google expanded video overviews to support 80 languages globally, which means you can create visual summaries in almost any language you need. Whether you are preparing a briefing for international stakeholders or studying material in a different language, video overviews handle the translation and presentation automatically. This feature is still evolving, but it already shows how Google is pushing Notebook LM Beyond just text and audio into full multimedia content generation, the Studio panel is where Notebook LM transforms your sources into multiple ready-to-use formats. Depending on what you need, you can generate summaries, FAQs, study guides, timelines, briefing docs, and more. Each output is grounded in your sources with proper citations. The Studio is particularly useful for students who want to create flashcards from their lecture notes, or for professionals who need to turn a long policy document into a concise briefing. You can customize the output format and length, and Notebook LM will adjust the content accordingly. The key advantage here is speed. What would normally take hours of manual summarizing and formatting can be done in seconds with the Studio. It is like having a research assistant who never sleeps and always cites their sources. Deep research is the newest and most powerful feature in Notebook LM for 2026. When you activate Deep Research mode, Notebook LM goes beyond simple Q&A and performs extended, multi-step analysis across all your sources. IT identifies connections between documents, finds patterns that span multiple sources, and produces comprehensive research reports with detailed citations and cross-references. This is the feature that serious researchers and analysts have been waiting for. Instead of asking one question at a time, deep research lets you pose complex analytical questions and get back structured, well-supported answers that draw from every source in your notebook. Think of it as having a PhD-level research assistant who has already read all your documents and can synthesize them into coherent arguments and insights. Let me talk about pricing and limits, because this is where the reality check comes in. Standard access to Notebook LM is free, which is great. You can create notebooks, add sources, use chat, generate audio overviews, and access basic Studio outputs without paying anything. However, higher limits and premium features come through Google AI Pro, Ultra, Cloud, or qualifying Workspace plans. If you need more sources per notebook, longer audio overviews, deep research mode, or video overviews in multiple languages, you will likely need a paid plan. The free tier has limits on how many sources you can add and how many outputs you can generate per Elton Y for casual users. The free tier is probably enough. For professionals who work with large document sets daily, a paid plan becomes necessary. Here is my honest pros and cons list. Pros: source grounding with citations gives you verifiable answers. Audio overviews are genuinely useful for consuming research on the go. Video overviews in 80 languages are unmatched. Deep research mode produce impressive multi-source analysis. The free tier lets you try everything before committing, and Studio outputs save hours of manual formatting. Cons: your output quality depends entirely on your input quality. If you upload weak or incomplete sources, you get weak results. The free tier limits are restrictive for heavy users. Deep research and premium features require paid plans. The tool only works within your uploaded sources, so it cannot supplement with web research and audio overview. Interactive mode is currently limited to English only. Overall, Notebook LM is outstanding for source-grounded work, but not a replacement for general AI chatbots. My final verdict on Google Notebook LM for 2026. If you work with documents, research papers, or any source material regularly, Notebook LM is a must-try tool. The source-grounded approach with citations gives you confidence in the answers you receive. Audio overviews and video overviews are genuinely innovative features that no other AI tool offers at this level. Deep Research Mode pushes the boundaries of what an AI research assistant can do. The free tier is generous enough for most casual users, and paid plans unlock the full power for professionals. The biggest limitation is that it depends on your sources, so garbage in means garbage out. But if you feed it quality material, Notebook LM delivers quality results. Subscribe to Patapo AI for 4 videos every week covering AI tools, tutorials, comparisons, and workflows. Drop a comment telling me what AI tool you want reviewed next. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.